welcome back to Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Today we're talking about safe drinking water. In this video, you're going to learn how to purify your drinking water in 4 different methods. Before we get into this video, if you like videos like this, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And please, if you've been coming around and you have not yet subscribed, tap that subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell so that you can be notified every time I upload. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and let's get into this video. So the first method I want to talk about, and it's probably the obvious, there's many great ways that you can, things you can go online, like the Big Berkey, the Life Straw, the Sawyer Mini, and many more filtration systems out there that work really well in filtrating your water. So let me take you off the tripod, turn you around, and show you a few more methods that you can use to purify your water. Okay, one more thing I might add. This kind of goes along with the things that you can purchase online, and that are these drinking aqua tabs. These are water purification tablets. These usually go to a liter or a quart of water per tablet. You let it sit the instructed amount of time and so forth. You just have to read your directions on those. But these are also a great way of purifying your water. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Using bleach is another great way to purify drinking water. It's important that you get the bleach that says, let me turn you down a little bit. Sorry about that, y'all. That says kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. So you want to make sure that you get this. You want to make sure when you purchase your bleach that it is in date, because bleach does go bad. I don't think that it's a great idea to use bleach that is outdated. Water is too important. So we want to make sure that it is in date. Also, you're going to need a dropper. And you're also going to need a teaspoon using this method. All right, let me just give you a quick glance. I'm going to put this up again at the end of the video so that you can snapshot it or write it down or however you want to do it. I want to give you the ratios that you're going to use when purifying your water with bleach. If you're doing a quart of water, a liter and a quart is the same thing. If you're doing a quart of water, you're going to put 2 drops of bleach into the water. If you're doing a gallon, it would be 8 drops. If you're doing 2 gallons, it would be 16 drops or a quarter of a teaspoon. And if you're doing 4 gallons, you're going to want to put 1/3 of a teaspoon in. It's important that you make sure, like I said, that your bleach is all within the date. You don't want to put any scented bleach. You want it to be an unscented bleach. This is a great effective way to purify your water. So now let's just move on to the next one. But before we do, I do want to talk about these. I have heard a lot of people talk about these bleach tablets and how these can be used for purifying water. Y'all, there is no safe method for using these tablets. It's dangerous to put too much bleach in water and consume it. There is no way to put an exact amount. As you see, we're talking about drops of water into ratios. So I would definitely not use these to purify your water. I just wanted to kind of like throw that out there. All right, the next. All right, so I know that most of y'all are probably aware the most effective way to purify your water is going to be by boiling your water. But you might want to know for how long, at what temperature, and things like that. So you need to boil your water at 160 degrees Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Celsius for at least 30 seconds. But by the time the water reaches boiling point, all germs are killed. Viruses, all the germs are killed. Because the boiling point for water is 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. The CDC does, however, recommend that you boil your water for at least 1 minute. So boil your water for 1 minute and you should be good to go. Now the next method I want to talk to you about is UV exposure. If you're out and you're caught in a situation and you don't have a way to start a fire, to boil your water, or you've done run out of all your other resources, the next best thing you can do is UV exposure to the sun. What you would need is a clear container. Put your water in. You don't want to try to put too much water. I wouldn't do any more than a couple of liters or a couple of quarts in one container at a time. Of course, you want to filter your water first. Run it through your DIY filtration system, or your Berkey, or whatever filtration system you might have. A lot of y'all are probably going to tell me the Berkey takes care of it all, but maybe it does. We'll see. So you definitely want to filter it before you put it in your clear container. You can even use Ziploc baggies if you need to, and lay it in the sun for 6 hours in direct sunlight. If it's cloudy and you just haven't had any sun for days, or it's just winter time, because you know a lot of time in the winter it's just overcast anyway, you can lay it out for 2 days in a cloudy weather. 2 days is a long time, because you can really only go 3 days. 3 days you're pushing it without water. But that is a way to filter your water. So try to think ahead. If you get down to the resources of you're just laying it out in the sun, plan ahead on filtering your water in the sun. Y'all, I hope that those were helpful for you. Leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time back at Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Bye, everyone.